Welcome in once again, guys. We're here to feed that Yu-Gi-Oh cardboard addiction, guys. You guys already know we have SP Little Knight, guys, from the tins. I feel like people are taking this free cash for granted, this free money for granted. It happened when the rarity collection came out. I think it was Bonanza. When this came out, the ultras and the supers were like $3-4. No one really cared about Little Knight. Jay's not being used in the meta that much. You know, they're readily available. You know, whoever needs their one of, willy-nilly Billy one of, they're gonna pick it up. The card is cheap, who cares, yada yada yada, this, that, and the third. And then came a time when the $3 to $4 card went all the way up to 15s, giving people more than a clean 3x in price increase. Just value, just free money, just free cash. And nowadays we have a Starlight Rare SP Little Knight. Again, in my humble opinion, people are taking this card for granted. Yeah, willy-nilly, Billy, you know, there's the OG secrets and the prismatics and the P's and the R's and all the rarity prints, and, you know, they're readily available, and it has a quarter century secret rare, and, you know, and then the platinum secret rare, and this and that and the third. Granted, taking it for granted. This card is 11 bucks. Honestly, as a Starlight Rare, this card has no business being 11 bones. That's just my humble opinion. That's why I went ahead and picked up my one of, you know, Euro print, you know, managed to swap it at Anaheim. And honestly, I should have more of these. If I go to Pittsburgh, you know, hopefully we around these prices by then, you know, because sometimes I talk about cards and they go up. It's not all about me, guys. You know, again, with cards like these, at the very least, I want my personal copy. But as an investment, if I get the opportunity, anything under 15s, I think is a steal. The closer to $10, even better. Hopefully we even get single digits as the supply comes in. People continue to crack open tins, you know, and the supply pressure comes in. Because to me, this is a great investment. Little Knight is Little Knight. Now, disclaimer, if this card gets an alternate art, if we ever end up getting a Rarity Collection 5, Konami has control over reprints. We understand all that. We're assuming, you know, that no alternate art is coming anytime soon. The card just got reprinted, and even if it gets like another secret rare reprint, like Imperms, you know, are getting soon, or if it gets reprinted somewhere else, this is the Starlight Rare though. Inside or behind the paywall of the tins at 11 bucks, you can't go wrong. At the very least, your personal copy. No excuses. The card is consolidating. The charts are telling us, you know, what I am communicating here. Look, 77 listings. You have an R09 at 11/14s, you know, and Walls of China at around 11s. That's great. There's been so many times where we discuss cards like these, staple-ish extra deck cards that people take for granted, that people forget about, that they're readily available, and then they come back one day and the card creeps up to 15s. And then after that is a 20-piece McNuggies from Mickey D's. And then it's 25s, and people's like, what's going on, man? The card was 10 bucks forever. That's the whole point. That's the whole point. The whole point is that you want to be buying this consolidation sideways right here. You want to be buying the lack of interest. Right now, no one cares about Little Knight. No one's talking about it enough. People assume it's just readily available. Most people have their copies, you know, but again, in the future, people start coming back. They want to build a new deck. Maybe they need 1 or 2, you know, copies, or they're building a second pet deck, or they're playing in this format and that format, and people need this card. Look at that. Lack of interest, blood in the streets, consolidation, mind you, which actually I need to talk about that. I almost forgot, guys. The free course is actually up already. So I'm just so excited. I couldn't even wait to talk about it, you know. But yeah, link in the description down below. Come to the link tree, test it out. You know, I had a couple people, you know, actually try it out, and, you know, they said it was fine. So the free course is up. It's free 99. Free educations for the masses. 1 hour full course for free. I get it. It might not be for everyone. Who cares, Jay? I don't really care about that. Just get to the cards is all I care about. That's fine. But for those who want to educate themselves, take the next level up, you know, the next step up in their education to better invest, you know, and have that knowledge, free course in the description down below. Free, right there. No cost, no $50, no $100. Free course right here for you guys to get educated. Make sure you check that out. And the reason why I mentioned the free course is because that's what we talk about. Where's the picture? About charts. lack of interest, blood in the streets, consolidation sideways, guys. Beautiful. That's what you should always be looking for. When no one's talking about it, you pick it up. So that when everyone's talking about it, you sell it to them Billy Bobs. The game is that easy. Look at that. All-time lows for this card, guys. Again, easy money, easy, free, future cash with SP Little Knight. The game is too easy. Literally, I had to take 5 minutes because, talking to just about this card, because to me, it's just that easy to make money. There's no way this card is not up 2x in the future. Like, that's the way I see it. Of course, maybe it pans out, maybe not. No one knows, right? But just based on the fundamentals, based on, the technical analysis, the charts, based on the rarity and behind the paywall that is this card inside that reprint set, guys. Easy money. I'm gonna leave it at that. Then we have Mo Charming Perulia. This card actually has been crashing down, guys. The card was 40s, and 45s, mind you, and it's down $10. So again, no one has any excuses right now in the sense it's at all-time lows, literally at all-time lows, for this specific version of the card. So if you need this card, ideally $100 for your playset, that's what you should be looking for. That's what you should be looking for. $100 for, a playset of this card if you can get a deal, maybe in person. Because right now it's 35s. It should be around 110s, I guess, after tax, 110s, 115s. But 100 is what you would want to be picking this card up if you needed to play. A lot of people, have always needed this card. Sell pressure has been coming in. People just pull this. They want to profit. So it makes sense. But right now it's at all-time lows for this version, guys. Literally, guys. Wow. Card was 45s a month ago, and now it's down a whopping 10 bones. It does go towards 37s at the bottom of the page, and you have a lot of 1s and 2s. 63 listings. So again, if I would need this card and I waited a couple of weeks, the tins came out already. Has it been a month already? Wow, it's been a month since the tins came out? What, man, time is flying by. Jeez, and that's good. This is when you want to pick cards up. This is when you want to get these reprints. A month, these cards have been out for a month. Sell pressure has come in, and then this is when you come in. Smart money is coming in at around $100 for a playset. That does not mean it can't go lower, or maybe actually it rebounds from here, right? We don't know, but at least, you played the chart, you gave it time, and now you're buying at around $100 a playset instead of paying almost 150s at the heights of its power, guys. So Perulia, don't sleep on it. We don't know if and when it's getting an additional print. Of course, with Konami, you never know, when they could announce an additional reprint for this card. So definitely one just to keep on the back burner of your brain. And again, the tins right here. Again, like we said, it's been, I think, if I'm not mistaken, about a month since it came out. That's crazy. Around $14 for these tuck boxes, I think they're called. And again, if you feel like gambling, honestly, I would say to go for singles rather than like buy sealed. But at around 1380s, those two are right there. Not bad. It quickly goes to 15s. If you feel like just cracking open some packs, testing your luck. Good luck, because you're gonna need it with a sealed product like this with the terrible pull rates. But yeah, man, the tins, man, 2025 tins already a month in. Crazy. And then month 2 comes by, month 3, and then all of a sudden Little Knight gets hard again, and then the rest of the cards that we're talking about today, and then people take these for granted, and then they wake up one day and they're like, man, what happened with these prices? It happens year after year after year. That's why I'm making this market watch today. Don't forget about these tins, boys. Guys, link in the description down below. Come over here, first link. You want to make sure you get access to this tool for free for you guys, so you can fast track each and every single card that we're talking about today. And if you need to purchase any of these, you can do so from here at your convenience. Make sure you don't miss out on this free cash, essentially. And guys, we will be hosting our giveaway at, towards the end of our market watch. We will be hosting our giveaway as intended. So shout out to all participants. It's insane, man. Look at that, almost 69,000 views over there on X. Wow, that's just mind-boggling. 1.3K likes. That's insane, man. You guys are all amazing. Shout out to Unbound X for hosting this Drake Hotel Decor giveaway. I'm super excited. Coming to a theater near you towards the end of this market watch. And like we said, guys, you can join our Discord X, get your free $15 off over there and whatnot. And we have this free course for you guys for free. If you're a beginner, if you're an intermediate person, even advanced, it's always good to, polish the knowledge. Just keep it, mentally just crisp. Just knowing these things, these, all the terms that we talk about, and What a great course. And I want your feedback. If you take the course, I mean, it is 1 hour long. You can take it by parts. It has like 6 modules, if I'm not mistaken. So it's all for free. Yeah, feedback. That's going to be very, very important. I definitely look forward to that. So make sure you subscribe, ring that bell, like the video on the way in. I would gladly appreciate it. And none of this content is official financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only. Guys, we have Dominus Purge. This card is 34 bones, man. I'm actually surprised. I expected this card to be, you know, around 40s right now. So yeah, the sell pressure of the tins is coming in, pushing this card down to 34s. And the same thing, just as Perulia's 47 listings, like if you need this card to play, a hundo. That's what you want to pick them up at. $100 for this trap card for the play set. If you needed to play right now, cards like these, sure, they can go down to 30s, maybe even into the high 20s. Anything is possible, but they can also rebound to 36, 37s, and maybe even become a $40 card. Don't sleep on it as the competitive season continues to ramp up. And people realize in a couple of weeks that, you know, the tins are out more than a month ago, a month and a couple of weeks, then 2 months ago. Then all of a sudden, this card is harder to get than people expect it to be. So just want to keep in mind, V-shape recovered off the lows, went up $8 off the lows, and now it's just consolidating, retracing back down to the mean. So if you need the card, I believe it's a great time to pick it up. You know, the only thing that can derail this is if a reprint is announced. Which honestly, there's just nothing in sights for us to expect a reprint anytime soon. So definitely keep that in mind. And we have Infinite Impermanence, same as Little Knight, $50 for your playset of Imperms. Me, this is like the one regret from Anaheim. You know, I didn't see this card. I wanted my personal playset of Starlight Rare Imperms. No one has these cards. It's crazy. Like this card, no one has it. Like it's just mind-boggling. You know, Little Knights, I saw like a million of them. But Infinite Impermanence, I didn't see any at Anaheim. And I traded for 3 straight days. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and I did not see this card. And if I saw it like once or twice, they're like, no, I'm not trading it, or it's face down. I'm like, come on now. The card is actually at all-time lows here at around 15s, 16s, 85 listings. All-time lows based on average price. Of course, there's one-off deals that people picked up, but I mean, $50 for that's what I want to pick it up at. And it's unfortunate that I have to wait almost a month for Pittsburgh, you know, because cards like these, I like trading for them. I don't like just coming in and spending $50 of my hard-earned money. No, I like things that 2x, 3x, 5x and trade towards this. So we'll see if I get the opportunity. I would not be surprised to see this card reclaim the $20 mark as it did earlier after V-shape recovered off the low. But right now is given a second chance for us to pick up this card. This is just a great investment. Just like Little Knight, people take these for granted. Imperm is getting a secret rare later this year. No one really cares about Imperms. We have quarter centuries and the OG OTs, and you know, this card has a bunch of prints and the rarity collection treatment and this and that and the third. Don't take the Starlight rare for granted. This card could be up 2x and no one would be surprised one day. Month 2, month 3, 6 months down the road, this Starlight rare, if it's $30, $100 for a play set, people are gonna be like, yeah, it's the Starlight. Keep it in mind. It's unfortunate that I didn't see any of these. Couldn't pick this card up. Everything else, essentially, I picked up, you know, at the event that I wanted or that I wanted to invest into. But Imperms, it's just harder to get than it might seem. So, yeah, I mean, if you need this card, keep it in mind, man. Keep it in mind. Great pickup from the tins, in my humble opinion. Let me know what you guys think. Then we have Mo Charming for Wallows. Again, this card for the Prismatic Secret Rare just continues to stabilize at around $23. The card came out at 1480s, 15s. It's just kept going up and up and up. You have a playset at, I'm sorry, 2 of these at 23s, but then it quickly goes to 25s, guys. And then 27s at the bottom of the page, of course. You know, at the bottom of the page, you have the Walls of China. We understand right here at 27s, but it's crazy that this card could be 30 bones and it could be $100 for a playset. Even for the reprint. Even for the Prismatic Secret Rare reprint, it just has terrible pull rates. Look, only 17 listings. So yeah, you do see Walls of China, but not as many listings, meaning it's just hard and difficult to pull this specific card, guys. So yeah, just keep Wallows in mind. That's all I'm gonna say. Keep Wallows in mind. You don't want to sleep on it. You know, this card is 23 bones. right here, and it could easily become a 30 piece. So if you need your Fuwaloses, and this is the version that you want from the tins, don't let it become a 30 piece. Hopefully you picked it up below 20s when we were talking about it, but 23s is much better than 30s down the line, because again, for many of these staples, you know, and most of the early cards that we're talking about during this market watch, they're staples for a reason. People, the demand is going to continue coming in. People are going to continue needing to pick up this, you know, cards like these. And most of these have little by little gone up in price because the demand is there. So don't sleep on these. Don't do that. Most of these, we just don't know if and when they're getting additional prints because they just got reprinted. So something to keep in mind. Then we have Dominus Impulse. Again, this card was 28 bucks. Actually, it was around 23s when we covered it here, saying that it could go into the teens potentially, maybe come $20. You know, we also said that it could also rebound at 30s and beyond. And, you know, obviously it's kept going up ever since. 31 listings, 49 bucks, 49, 50 bucks. You know, and I'm surprised this card is still not 55, 60s. But again, it just keeps going up and up and up, making all-time high after all-time high after all-time high. So again, the demand is here. People need this. You know, everyone's playing this card essentially. It's meta relevant. And, you know, right now it's just hovering around a 50 piece. So, yeah, 55, 60s, if it happens, no one would be surprised. Right now it's around a 50 piece. If you need it, you know, it feels kind of expensive, actually. You know, but again, with some of these staples, with terrible pull rates like these, you know, if you need it, you're just going to have to pay a premium. So, and if you have it, you have 50 bones to your name. So that is not bad for such a meta relevant, high in demand card. Let me know what you guys think. Then we have Primite Lordly Load. Again, card, I'm surprised this card is still 11 bucks. I won't lie. It's consolidating here, and that's great, giving you guys an opportunity to pick this card up. 44 listings. You have a couple, you know, listings here, and then it does go towards 11s and some change here. Massive walls of China. So the supply has been a lot for this card, but don't take it for granted. You know, again, if you're taking anything away from this market watch today, don't take these prices for granted. You know, they can remain here. It's been a month, maybe a month and some change, and then all of a sudden you wake up and this $11 card is 15s. And then a week or two after that is a 20 piece. The potential has always been there. Primite Lordly Load, an iconic Yu-Gi-Oh card. A lot of people, you know, like the Primite engine. It topped over there in Lil. Just don't sleep on loads. Again, crazy that ether barrels are more than loads right now, but that might not remain so. Just keep it in mind. All copies of this eventually will get hard to get. Of course, it can get reprinted again down the line, but we just don't know if and when. So with that in mind, if you need, like, there's no way I wouldn't pick this card up, like, if I need it. Like, if I would want to, you know, build a Primite engine or play it inside Blue Eyes or with Odeon or something, like, there's no way I wouldn't have access to this. 11 bucks, man. Sure, could it go to single digits, as you know, it was close to going here, or some people actually bought? Yes, it can. But based on probability, based on the consolidation here, based on the volume, on all those factors, 15s is now more likely than, like, you know, the single digits towards mid single digits, like 7, 8 bucks. Nah, man. 15s in the midterm. Don't sleep on it. We have Fiendsmith Track. This card has been stabilizing at around 18s, and I'm surprised, literally. Just stabilizing here. Massive wallet China, 53 listings. Yeah, had the V-shaped recovery, and now it's just stabilizing at 18s. You have you know, a lot of supply coming in, just protecting that 1850s, that $19 mark, as we can see. So yeah, man, a lot of supply coming into the markets. People still want, you know, this card. They want to play the Fiendsmith engine. Yeah, just want to keep in mind, it can go up if Fiendsmith, you know, as an engine starts seeing more play. It's just that Moon really just hampered, you know, on the ban list, hampered this engine's, you know, everywhere-ness per se. Like, oh, we just have a Moon and we go into the Fiendsmith package. Easy peasy. You know, now you have to actually play more of the parts of the engine to try and make it, you know, more consistent in that sense. But yeah, card is 18 bucks. Wouldn't be surprised if it does hit the 20-piece mark again. So if you need your tracks, ideally 50 bucks is what you would want to pay in person. Maybe crack a deal for this card just to get exposure to the card if you need it to play. Then we have the Black Goat Laughs. This card continues laughing at the markets, and even though it's getting an ultra rare reprint later this month in the branded structure deck, most likely as an ultra rare, as they're all hollow ultras if I'm not mistaken, People don't care. This card, the demand has been coming in for the Prismatic Secret. They're like, this is a high rarity anyways. I don't care about the Ultra. You know, this is the one that I want. It has terrible pull rates because it's a Prismatic from the tins. And yeah, 46 listings. The card is still 10 bucks. You know, so the walls of China are still around 10, but that means that people are willing and able to come in and pay higher prices near even 11s. Here, a lot of demand, guys, for this card as people rush in to pick up the card just because they need it. They don't want to wait for an ultra rare in a couple weeks. They don't mind with this mid-max rarity bump from the OG secrets. So they're coming in. Demand is coming in. Just keep in mind a reprint is coming. So we'll have to see how that reprint affects, you know, the price of this one, which even though with the pull rates and everything, I think the sell pressure will push this back down into the single digits. So we'll definitely continue covering this one for you guys. We have Iron Thunder, man. This card is 950s pushing 10s. Is crazy that 24 listings, that the card is still 10 bones. That's just wild, guys. The card is still $10 essentially for Iron Thunder Prismatic Secret Rare. Just mind-boggling, guys. Wow. You know, a lot of people probably don't know. They pull these, they think it's trash. It's like, who cares about Iron Thunder? And it's a $9.50, almost $10 card. Again, because people just need it. It's just a great card. Even like, just think about it. Imagine you have this in your side deck at 3s and you sided in going first. Like, you know, it's just a good card. It's like the new Judgment, because Judgment got hit to 1. So again, at 10 bones, it's kind of a premium, especially when the card was, you know, in the 2s. And we were talking about it back then, but yeah, man, you know, who knows if it keeps going up. I mean, the card was 20 bones before the reprint, and with this terrible pull rate and the demand here, wouldn't be surprised if it cracks the double digit mark in the short term, and maybe even becomes, you know, 12 13s, maybe even 15s in the midterm, guys. So just wanted to keep on your radar. We have Pot of Greed actually has been retracing back down to the mean, guys. Right here, the card was actually double digits after the Genesis hype, and we can see here that it's actually retracing back down to the mean here. 70 listings. The card is 850s, but quickly it goes more towards 9s. Massive walls of China coming in, a lot of supply, and that's beautiful. I mean, long term, anything under $10 is a steal. Anything in the single digit mark should age very, very well for such an iconic Yu-Gi-Oh card in its Starlight rarity. I mean, I don't see them ever reprinting like an alternate art Pot of Greed like they did for Extravagance. In my humble opinion, I think the card is too iconic to really mess around with an alternate art. But as a Pot of Greed fan, I'll probably pick that one up too. But assuming this is, you know, the only Starlight rare that they reprint for the card, this is a great investment long term. People actually play this, not in Genesis format in a willy-nilly Billy deck, maybe a random one-off deck that might play 3 Pot of Greeds, but in GOAT format, every GOAT deck needs this. Even at 1, they need it. It's non-negotiable. It's a staple in every GOAT deck. There's not like, you know what, man, I ain't playing Pot of Greed. No, every GOAT player for GOAT format plays this at 1. Now we have a Starlight rarity. And all the other high rarity Pot of Greeds, they're essentially money. You feel me? So this one, I think, ages very, very well behind this paywall, I'm sorry, inside the tins product here. So anything single digits, especially like if you don't own it, like I'd be coming in, yeah, the card was 350s, then 5s, and now it's 850s. But if at the very least, if you need your one of and you don't own this card, like there's no excuse to not pick it up at under the double digits before it cracks up there, back up there again. So Pot of Greed, just don't take it for granted. We have Fire King Courtier Okanix. This card hit $7 recently. Wild. Recently hit 7 bones and now retracing back down to the mean at around $5. Just the massive, you know, the supply is coming in. But then quickly it does go back up to almost 7 bones at the bottom of the page. This is insane. This is just wild. This is what craziness. 42 listing, Fire King Jirax, I think it's a thing, if I'm not mistaken. And wow, card came out at a Billy Fitty, you know, probably some sales in the shekel territories and yeah, now the card is $5 still, and it might be 7 bones sooner rather than later. Who knows? It might become a double digit ultra. Craziness taking over Fire King Courtier Okanix. As an ultra rare, I did not see that. Maybe 2 to 3s. I thought it was stabilized there, but not near 5 to 7. So very interesting card. And yeah, if you have this or pull this, is money, man. Don't think it's just an ultra rare bulk card. And we have the Bestial cards. These cards are going down. They went down to around 350s for both of these, even lower. Jewish Worm here, all-time lows. It was in the 3s, guys, but wow, this thing has been gobbled up quick. People just came in fast. 82 listings here. I have a couple of 1s and 2s. Then the card does go back up towards around 450s with the Walls of China. So I think anything under $5 for Jewish Worm ages very, very well. Now, you know, some people, oh, it's just at 1, you know, this and that. Not everyone, you know, playing Bestials now like before and this and that. Still, card is not as easy to get in itself. And even as a one of, you know, don't forget that, by the way, Dragoonities got announced some support recently. And also you have Burst Protocol around dragons and boar loads and borrow cards and things of that nature. So just don't sleep on Jewish Worm. Even as a one of, I think anything under 5s should age very, very well. I can see this card being $10 down the line, even as a one of, as a Starlight Rare, if it ever sees more meta relevant play as it did in the past. Don't sleep on it. As your one of, anything under 5s, just pick it up. I have my Euro copy. You know, in a way, I don't know if I should just keep a playset just in case it ever comes off the list, you know, maybe next ban list, if they make a push towards making, you know, Dragon Links more than a, you know, more of a deck, things of that nature. But at the very least, own your one of. At the very least, especially at these prices, same as Magnuma at 1 on the list, just getting destroyed. With the Walls of China actually at 335s, no excuse. A playset, 1 for you, 1 to sell, 1 to trade in the future, an RO3. $10 for an RO3, this is free cash. Free cash in the future, free money. Before this card got reprinted, the Supers and the Prismatics, they were like 5 pushing 6s. And now you have a Starlight Rare at $10 for a playset. Too easy, too cheap. Too cheap. Literally, guys. I see a card like this is too cheap. I get it, Jay, but it's just a one of, not everyone is playing it and this and that. 334s is too cheap, man. Playset for $10 is too cheap. That's it. I don't expect this one to go crazy, but can it go back up to 5s? Easy work. Easy work. Don't take these Bestial card prices for granted. Anything under 5s, easy peasy. Then we have Nightmare Apprentice, another one that I love. I really, really love and enjoy. And shout out to the members. If you saw my video, you saw, you know, that I picked up some extra copies, including Euro ones. And I was happy at Anaheim. I saw this card. I'm like, I want it, man. I want it. Let me pick it up. And again, for this one, I'm not even going to touch too much, you know, talk too much about this one. I'll just briefly touch base on it, you know, because I'm already, every time I see this card, I don't even need to say much anymore, other than the fact that this is free money. This is like a free walking 2x. We're getting the, you know, the illusion support coming out soon. Don't sleep on this, man. Where's that new set? Let me see something. Where's that new set here real quick? Phantom, is it Revenge? Yeah, this one. Okay, let me just see this here real quick. Is it this one? Yes. Okay, so this comes out. Oh, so it's a booster box? Interesting. Then that's my bad. I thought it was a side set. Is this a side set or an actual booster box? Let me see. Yeah, okay, 10 ultras, 40 rare. Okay, no. It is a side set. Okay. No Corsair secrets. Okay, just the booster box look different there for a second. So my bad, guys. The whole point is, early December. Look at this right here. Where is it? Let me see. I'm bad at reading. We don't read our cards, guys. We Yu-Gi-Oh players don't read. Hecka hands. You see that right there? Right there. Look at that. It literally is telling us an illusion fusion based strategy. Literally. Illusion fusion based. That is the key. That is the key. It doesn't matter, Jay, but it's not going to be good, and the deck is going to suck, and the cards are going to suck, and it's not going to be meta relevant. And just as an example, maybe it is. I'm not sure. You guys would know more than me. But fundamentally speaking, you know, the cards suck, and who cares about it, and this and that, and speculation and hype cause price appreciation. That's all I care about. I don't care how good is it going to be once it comes out, and this and that and the third. Who cares? It's all about hype. Speculation. Oh my God, what if it's good, man? Yo, Billy. What if illusion becomes meta? yo, Phantom Revenge, that new set, man, that a new illusion fusion-based strategy. What if, yo, I want it, man. I want to play Hecka Hands, man. You know, I love the way it works and their illusion, and I love illusions, man. That's the mindset. The mindset. Even if it ends up being casual or not meta relevant, none of that matters. Just the speculation, the thought process, guys. Set releases like these, this is like the best illusion card out there, if I'm not mistaken. There might be other ones, but to me, this is the best. Look at that. Look at that. You can add one illusion monster from your deck to your hand. Generic illusion support right here. The Starlight Rare. I get it. It has a quarter century in the OG secrets, and we understand. But this card is too easy. I said I wasn't going to talk much about it, but I just can't believe this card is under $5 still. And I love it. Hopefully it stays like that for another month. Because, you know, this comes out in December. So we still got time, right? Hopefully, you know, by Pittsburgh, we still got time to pick these up at sub $5, around 5 bones, because I'm gonna be picking these up. I already have my personal playset Euro if I ever need these, plus a couple more. So I just want the under 5s. There's no excuse for you to not own this card. That's all I'm trying to say. At sub $5, at the very least, get your own playset, especially if you want to play Hecka Hands, and or as an investment. Is just too cheap. Showing you guys the fundamentals here. Usually we come to the charts, we talk about the technicals, and which, by the way, not bad. Making higher lows and higher highs. The trend is your friend until the end. Technically sound plus fundamentally sound. Easy money. You got the multi-factored play right here. Easy money, man. Easy work. We have Raigeki, guys. We have Raigeki and Harpy's Feather Duster. Recently talked about these, so not gonna go too much into detail. With these, when we covered YCS Anaheim and the fact that everyone was looking for these. Everyone. I mean, just literally everyone. The card is essentially around 5 bones. Right here, just consolidated. This is easy money, man. Easy work. Same for Harpy's Feather Duster, guys. 350s. Anything under 4s is a steal. Just pick up both of these cards, guys. Don't take it for granted. Come over here. At the very, very, very least, own your personal one of 4 Harpy's Feather Duster and your personal playset of Raigeki. That's what I did. You know, I have a Euro Feather Duster, and I only picked up 1 Raigeki Euro, but I have my other 2 English ones. I'll probably take them to Pittsburgh, swap them up, and these cards look gorgeous, guys. So, beautiful. And they don't just look beautiful, and they're Starlight Rares, but they're cheap. Anything sub $5 for these, you're hacking, boys. You're hacking. Literally. That's all I'm gonna say. Free money, free 99. And here we have Gamma Seal the Sea Turtle Kaiju, guys. This card, I mean, it was $2. No one really cared about it. It came out. They're like, oh yeah, the best Kaiju came out. It has a Starlight Rare Max Rarity now. It never got a quarter century, by the way. So this Starlight is amazing. People, no one cares about Kaijus. And now all of a sudden, this card is actually seen play in Genesis format. And then it just rebounded from 2s, it says, to 320s. And then you have 5 here at 4s, 2 at 350s. But after that, it quickly goes to $5. Quickly goes to $5, 30 listings only. So me, I'm a happy camper. Again, at Anaheim, I picked up 3 of these Euro. Wow. Just beautiful. Euro print Gamma Seal? Man, I wish I might. So again, beautiful. And if you need this card, you're gonna have to be paying $5 pretty soon. It's gonna be up over 2x from the lows, guys. No one's paying attention to this. That's why 33 minutes in, I'm highlighting Gamma Seal. If you still here, you deserve this value. Again, if you see these in a trade binder at your locals, if your OTS has these for cheap, do as you must. You pick these up. They're Starlight Rares. They're going to be 5s in a heartbeat. And a card like this could be double digits down the road. We already saw the previous Secret Rare Max Rarities be double digits at one point. Because when Kaiju cycle in, they cycle in hard. People are actually, excuse me, guys, using this in Genesis format in the side deck, if I'm not mistaken. So, I mean, you can clearly see the rebound. Booty shape, double bottom here. W pattern formation. Never look back. Right now, in the midst of continuing going higher in price, don't sleep on it. If you need it, anything sub 5s should age very well. We have Lacrima, the Crimson Tears. This card was 1350s. Actually has crashed down and says the 8s. And that's where we're at, around 8 bones, 71 listings. And it's not bad. If you need like your one of, if you want to get exposure and access to the Fiendsmith package, anything at under double digits is a good deal at single digits. So not bad. $8. Maybe you can get more of a deal in person, but not bad if you really need the card. A card like this can become double digits in a heartbeat. It is part of the Fiendsmith package. Of course, a lot of people now feel that the package has been power crept because of the moon hit, things of that nature, but you never know. There's decks out there that still find a way to make this work, so don't sleep on Lacrima in case you need it. You have Nightmare Throne. This card continues to stabilize around $7. The walls are around 680s, and yeah, 47 listings right here. The card V-shape recovered from around 350s, under 4s, all the way up to 7s, and here we are near that $7 mark. So yeah, man, crazy. I mean, the card is just people love it. People love Yugioh. People love Nightmare Throne. It was already hard to get and always maintain value even after the deck wasn't played for the reprint. Now with the reprint, a technical higher rarity than the OG Ultras. So yeah, it's just consolidating here at 7s in what seems before the next leg up status, most likely towards the double digit mark. So again, this card could be up 30%. No one would be surprised. Keep it in mind. Don't let it hit double digits if you need it. Hopefully you pick them up at around 3s and some change, instead of the current price. But the current price might be a deal compared to future prices. Something to keep in mind. Then we have Retaliating Sea. Recently talked about this when we can see it here. And we've been saying anything under or at around 5 should age well. 47 listings. The V-shape recovery continues even as volume dwindles here. Yeah, it's just meta relevant. People playing this in Genesis format and advanced format. People need the Retaliating Seas and they want to come in and get the max rarity Starlight Rare. Can't blame them, honestly. So anything at around or under 5s is, a sweet deal. Don't let this creep up to 6, 7, 750s and beyond here in the short to mid term. Then we have Shining Sarcophagus. Again, this card, we've always been a proponent of picking this card up because it's one of those cards that come out, oh yeah, they're $2, no one cares, no one's playing Shining Sarcophagus, it's not a meta relevant card, and then you wake up one day and the $2 card is 5s and is up 2.5x. So again, we can see the clear rebound here, and it's just consolidating between 2 to 3s. You don't want to be that guy paying over $10 for a playset of this card. If you love Shining Sarcophagus, you want the Starlight Rare, it's cheap, it looks beautiful, you pick it up. Post-tax, you're going to be looking at around $10 for the playset. Not bad. This is where you have the Walls of China at around 3s. That's good. You pick these up. If I see them in a binder, I always ask people, is that for trade? Is this for trade? Is that for trade? Pick it up. Because cards like these, they're $3 today, and they can be $6 tomorrow up 2x, or maybe even $9 up 3x one day. The potential is there, but that's a long term. A lot of people just have short-term basis, like, oh, I need the card now, or I need this card, I want that specific card right now. They don't think about ahead, the vision, thinking into the future, guys. So again, just something to keep in mind right there. And yeah, this is a great pickup for the long term. We have Senjingen Wakes from a Millennium. This card V-shape recovered, it's never looked back. Right now it's around 4s and some change. 41 listings, and I think this one, if you can get your hands on it at under 5s, should age well as well. So yeah, the V-shape recovery, it's in the midst of the move. Right here, I don't think it's going to remain that much longer under 5s. It's just that the sell pressure continues coming in, but I can see this card breaching the $5 mark towards the upside and actually continuing going up from there. Then we have Spirit with Eyes of Blue. This card is beautiful. Great card. And again, just like we showed earlier, consolidation. Like, there's no better time to buy this card right now. The chart is screaming, buy me. Literally, buy me. 77 listings. You have a couple here at around 2s and some change. So yeah, the walls are at 235s. Beautiful. You come in here and you get the copies at the very least that you need. If you want an extra couple ones, as an investment, that's fine as well. Great time to pick this card up at around anything between 2 to 250s. Great deal long term. This card could be a $4 to $5 card down the line. It's possible. It's possible. It works with dragons and spellcasters, and of course it works mainly around blue eyes, but don't sleep on it, man. Don't sleep on it. It's just a great dragon link one, guys, that could definitely be 5 bones down the line. Easy 2x move, 2.5x move right now. Don't take it for granted. If you need the card, it looks great. It's in the Starlight Rare, and just a beautiful penny stock, man. Beautiful pickup. We have Queen of the Blazing Domain. This card was $4. We said anything under 5s was a steal. Then it went up to 11, 12s, even 15s. It spiked up like crazy, and now retracing back down to the mean, crashing back down to $7, $8, 83 listings. So if you need this card at a one of or however many copies, you pick it up. You get exposure at the very least to the ones that you need. You don't want this card to reclaim the double-digit mark down the road. Just something to keep in mind. So if you need this card, keep it in mind. As a single print, we don't know if and when a card like this is going to get reprint. Look what happened with Heavy Poly. Still hasn't had a reprint over a year out. So keep the queen in mind. This could be easy future money. We have Deception of the Sinful Spoils. Card, V-shaped from 350s all the way almost to 6s. And right now you have a couple copies here at 5s. And then it just keeps going up. Not a lot of walls of China. It's not as readily available as people would think. 58 listings right here, guys. So if you need this around 5s, not bad. It's not meta relevant. It's not going crazy per se, but it is a broken card that definitely needed the reprint. So at around 5s, you can't go wrong for a Prismatic Secret Rare. We have number 90, Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord. Like, this card being this cheap is like cheating. 56 listings, like, it's like cheating. Look at that. V-shape recovered, it says, from $1.50 to $1.73, but we're still at around $1.50. The major walls are at $1.75, but little by little is moving on up in price. Higher highs and higher lows. The uptrend has started. Don't take this for granted. This is one of the easiest penny stocks that you can pick up from the tins. The easiest money. Like this dollar and some change card, when it hits $5 and is up 3x, you're gonna be like, yeah, it's number 90, man. Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon or Photon Lord. It was always hard to get. Now we have a Starlight Rare. It was too cheap at $1 and some change. What were we thinking? That's the mindset and the thought process that we're gonna have down the line. Free money. 40 minutes in, this is the freest of monies that you guys can get from the tins. One of the best pickups of the tins is this card right now, number 90. For the price, card was double digits and the OGs were pushing 20, 25s before this dollar reprint. You can't make this stuff up. You just can't make this stuff up. Free money, free 99. I love cards like these, man. This is our expertise. This is what we love. We love cheap cards becoming money in the future. We love a card coming out at $1.50 and become, 2x to $3. And then a 3x to what is that? $4.50, $5. And then the 5x comes, and then it just keeps going up again throughout time. It's not immediate. It's not next week. It's not the week after that. But month 3, 4, 6, 9, a year out. This is the Starlight Rare. Too cheap. Free money. Yo, if you're 40 plus minutes in, you deserve me highlighting this, because it's not that, oh, we don't know. I'm sorry, that it's not like you guys don't know or that no one else knows, but sometimes you need to really hone in on it. It's like when your brain listens to it, yeah, it's cheap, I'll pick it up later. There's readily available. There's 5 right here, and then there's a wall of China. Then you come back one day and it hits 3s, and then you come back another day and it's 5s, and you don't want to wait for them days. There's no reason to pay a premium on a card that is this cheap, that is just that good, is that broken. And yes, readily available, supply came in, but pretty soon it's behind the 10 paywall. It'll get hard to get as well as all the other copies, but this is a high rarity. I think it's the technical max rarity, if I'm not mistaken. It might be. So don't sleep on it. That's all I'm trying to say, man. Once a week, we're going to talk about the tins, make a full tin market watch, because I need to keep reminding you guys. When they forget, we remember. Everyone already forgot about this card. We need to remember and get the proper exposure. Easy work. We have Dragon Gate, another single print from the tins. This card was $1.50, went up to 3s and some change. It's around 285s, pushing 3s. I picked up my one of at Anaheim, 45 listings. So, it's like at the very least, I have exposure to the card if I ever need it. That's what I'd be doing if I'd be you guys. At the very least, if you need exposure, at least get your one of. Then if you want to invest, maybe get exposure, not bad at all to pick up a couple copies, and or you can trade for them. You go to locals or to any event, but just keep this single print in mind. Just like the Queen, we don't know if and when is going to get an additional print. Many of these could turn out to be, like Heavy Poly from the 2024 tins. We have Gadget Trio. This card was 59 cents, went up to $1.50. Wow. Gave up a 3x return, and now it says it's consolidating here. You have a couple one-ofs, but yeah, the walls are at $1.14, so the card is officially, at the Billy mark. It already went from shekels to Billy, so that's a good sign. This is one same deal. Many of these cards is not all about, guys, come in here, pay your hard-earned money, you know, spend hundreds of dollars. No, it's about like if you're trading, if you're at an event, if you're and you see this, like just pick it up. Your brain should be like, boom, I need that card. You know, not for you, but as an investment. And that's the thing. A lot of people only pick up cards that they need for themselves, and that's fine, to each their own. But me, when I trade, I rarely need anything. I only pick up mainly like cards that I expect to go up in the future. And of course, we do end up picking up, you know, the REPRINTS and, you know, oh, I want this card and I want that. And that's what I love about the bigger events, that when you go to the Anaheims and to the Pittsburghs and to the, you know, eventually Richmond and all these other YCSs, by the way, Team YCS in Vegas, man, I can't wait. Hopefully I can buy the flight pretty soon, because I want to go to that one. And then what was the other one? Ohio. I'm like, man, who wants to go to Ohio? I'm just kidding. I've never been there, so I actually want to go. But the whole point is, that's a good thing about these events, that you get to pick up cards for yourself and to invest all in one place. You know, those events are just amazing. We have Chaos Sorcerer. I'm surprised that this card is dumping down, making a new all-time low. Look at that. Look at that. The card was going sideways. And again, this is a perfect example, guys. I want to touch base on it because, you know, when we say consolidation, it's not 100% guaranteed. When we say you want to give yourself the best shot, usually this is where you want to wait. You want to wait for this zone right here. This zone right here, right? That's, you can call that consolidation right there. That's consolidation. You know, you waited, you didn't buy it at 10 bucks, you waited for threes, you know, you came in $10 for a play set. That's fine. Me, I bought at that level. I bought during this consolidation phase. So you know what this ends up being called? And again, I don't remember if I discussed it in the free course. I'll probably mention it at some point, but is a position of strength. Position of strength. Like this, because now you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna keep picking it up at all-time lows. So again, we at the very least got exposure just in case it did this, because no one knew, right? This could have easily happened, but it didn't. So what do? I got my initial copies that I needed for myself here, and then what I'm gonna do is then now I'm gonna invest down here, easy peasy. So it brings my average buying price down, because we're gonna get even more copies at a cheaper price. So some consolidation, there's no 100% of anything. Oh yeah, wait for consolidation. There's no way it can keep going down. No, it's not about that. You give yourself the best shot. Because again, even if you bought at this consolidation level, it was much better than buying at any point during this falling knife mode that started up here and kept going down towards the consolidation phase. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. So again, right now, 2 bones, 2 50s, you pick it up. Anything under 3s is a steal. You pick it up. Anything under 3s for this iconic Yu-Gi-Oh card, Boomer card. I love the card. You know, you pick it up. Anything, oh Jay, but I don't care about Boomer formats. I don't play this. I don't play that as an investment. Because there's gonna be Boomer Jays out there. Well, not me, because I came in early, and I'll still be, you know, coming in and picking up more of these. But Boomer Billy Boomers out there, they're gonna want these and they're not gonna mind the price. Just keep it in mind. I think it's a great investment. Great time to get exposure to the card. Let me know what you guys think. And here we have Miracle Fusion. Again, this card, I'm gonna keep talking about it until the cows come home. $5 for a playset is just too good. It's too good. Again, another penny stock that is at all-time lows and it's consolidating here. Again, hero support coming in the future, near future, 94 listings. You have a couple one-ups here and there. The walls are at $1.50. So with tax, essentially, you're paying $5 for this. 5 bones. 5 bones. It's too cheap for a playset of Starlight Rare Miracle Fusions where when the Speed Duel Secret hit 20s, because it was like the max rarity, the secret rare, it hit 20 bucks. Excuse me. I'm not saying that this card needs to hit 20 bucks, but could it 3x to $5? Sure. Right now you get 3 for 5. In the future, people might be willing to pay 5 for 1. You could be up 3x. The potential's there. Definitely one to keep in mind. You have the walls here. Anything at around or under $5 for a playset of this card is free cash. Free 99. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna keep it simple, wimple. This is a great penny stock to get exposure to. We have Red Rose Dragon. This card was 73 cents, so with shekels went up into the 2s, and right now is $1 and some change, so 47 listings. I mean, Rose Dragon support came. People getting hyped. They want the quarter century secret rare. This card is not as easily you know, or readily available or easy to get as people think, because the previous versions were already hard to get, and now this is a max rarity that just came out in the tins. So yeah, I mean, if you need it, Again, you're going to be paying 5 and some change for this for a play set of quarter centuries, which, yes, compared to previous prices is a premium. But this card can continue going up, especially if the Rose support continues getting hype, or gets an additional wave of support later on in the next core set. So one to keep in mind. If you see it, if you want to pick it up, great time to get exposure, compared to potential future prices. Same as White Rose Dragon, this card was 50 cents, spiking up, 2x essentially, and that's where we're at with the Walls of China. You have a one-off deal at 45 cents, but 60 listings. The walls are now at dollars again, same deal. You don't want to be paying $1 and some change, $2 and beyond in the future. You want to get exposure early, and of course, early was 50 cents, so now you're paying a 2x premium, but that's way better than paying a 2x or more premium from current prices as well. Then we have Starlight Road. This is just too cheap. It is trying to curve down to all-time lows. I mean, the card has been around 2 quarters a pop since it came out. That's great. Again, this is an Eddie Edison card. Yes, it has the Platinum Secret. Yes, it has the quarter century Secret Rare. But at the same time, this is a Starlight Rare, Starlight Road, no pun intended. And yeah, I mean, you're getting listings here and even in the 40-cent mark, where you see the walls here at 44 cents. So if you need it, I mean, it's not like I expect this to move anytime soon. But if you ask me, Jay, do you think Starlight Rare, Starlight Road becomes $1 one day? Sure. Once it gets hard to get, I can see this card becoming $1. I can. And again, that'll be a free, clean 2x from current prices. So you definitely want to make those considerations when we see penny stonks like these from inside the tins. We have Dark End Evaporation Dragon. Again, a deal coming in here at 78 cents. Yeah, 5 here coming in. So that's a great deal, guys. Yeah, 62 listings. After that, it's essentially $1. That's where you're gonna find most of these. After that Wall of China at $1, it does go to $1 and some change. So again, 62 listings. The card came out. There's ample time for you to consolidating after this retracement back down to the mean. That's what you want to do. It went from 50 cents to $2. Crazy. Now crash back down to around $1. You pick it up, you get exposure. Don't let it hit threes one day when you could have been picking this card up at shekels or near $1 for the long term. Then we have Metamorphosis. Again, this is another one that has what seems like a double top here, guys. It's not a good sign, but for the long term, if you can pick these up at anything at around $1.50 or anything below 2s should age very, very well. 64 listings here. So again, it seems like we're having a double top formation. So in the short term, you can expect volatility and lower prices, but long term, this alongside the plat and the quarter century, the recent reprints of this card, I can see this card going up just when it gets scarce. It's hard. It's not as easy to pull as you would think. There's only 64 listings for an ultra. That's not that much. It is an iconic Yu-Gi-Oh card, nostalgia bait plus actual playability inside Go format, and even some people have been tinkering with Genesis format as well. So just definitely a penny stock, this ultra rare to keep in mind. And we have Paleozoic Opabinia, and we have Anoma here. These, again, I saw someone playing Paleo in Genesis format in Anaheim. Of course, I didn't see any lists or any topping lists of Paleo, so unfortunately probably he didn't have a good day. But that means people are going to start cooking. This card, when it came out, it was around 15 cents. Now it's 20 cents, and then it's going to be a quarter one day. So if you see these, if you need these, just you pick them up. Don't take these for granted. No need to pay quarters or 2 quarters a pop down the road or even more. Paleo, I thought they would be receiving actual support because of these reprints, but now I get it. It was mainly around Genesis format. So if the deck ever picks up in the format or tops any Genesis format event, just one penny stonks that you want to keep in mind. And if you made it this far out into the video, guys, you deserve deals like these. We just talked about Hecka Hands and the illusion aspect of things earlier in the market watch. Don't sleep on this card. This card is a very, very, very good card for illusion. It's an illusion monster, and it's just a very, very good card. Look at that. When an opponent monster declares an attack, you can special summon this card from your hand. Already broken. 1800 defense. You can only use this effect once per turn. Okay. If this card battles a monster, neither can be destroyed by that battle. It's an illusion card. We get it. At the end of your opponent's battle phase, you can activate this effect. Until the start of your opponent's next battle phase, all attack position monsters your opponent currently controls cannot change their battle positions. nor be used as material for a Fusion Synchro XZ or Link Summon. Also, their effects are negated. That is broken. That is insane. For probably, I haven't seen a Hecka Hands deck profile, but this is an illusion monster. This is the max rarity version of the card, if I'm not mistaken. I think it got like a super rare in Phantom in the set that Yugioh came out and all that good stuff. Look, card was 13 cents. Volume is coming in. Set is spiking up to a quarter. And yeah, you have a couple of 1s and 2s, but yeah, the card is essentially a quarter, guys. 80 listings only. And it's like, this is like, shh, no one's looking at this. No one's looking at this right now. This is an ultra rare, got its max rarity print, just came out in the tins. This is an ultra rare that no one's paying attention to. So again, when you come over here, you realize that this card only has 2 prints. It has the super rare from Phantom Nightmare, which looks clean in itself as a super. And you can see volume has been picking up here. Card is around a quarter as well. Again, don't look at that. Card is around, well, it says it's around a quarter, but the walls, the true walls, here you have one ofs. Look at that. I mean, the true walls are what? I mean, at 35 cents, then 40 cents, around $1. Look, you can see volume is picking up. No one's paying attention to this. Hecka Hands comes out 2 months from now. We understand. But you want to make the moves now. You want to pick up these cards now so that a month and a half from now, when people are, oh man, I want to build Hecka Hands. I already have my Nightmare Apprentice, but now I need my emissaries from the House of Wax. Pick this penny stonk now. If you're 56 minutes in, you deserve this. Penny stonks. Love it. Less than a quarter, around a quarter. Quarters, man. Quarters becoming billies. From shekels to billies. This could end up being free money down the line. I already have supers that I picked up ages ago when this set came out, and I read the effect. And now, again, don't sleep on it. Do it again with the Ultra. Take advantage of it. If there's any card you should be buying today, again, not official financial advice, Emissary from House of Wax is one that I would personally be buying right now, just based on everything that we discuss, including the charts price action. Guys, if you made it this far out into the video, you guys are straight MVPs. We're going to be hosting our giveaway right now, guys, of the Draco Tail decor right here. Again, shout out to Ungowned X, you know, for supporting the channel, sending this my way. You know, originally it was for me to play. I decided not to play the deck, so we're going to give this to someone else that might enjoy playing the actual deck, guys. So yeah, again, if you followed the instructions, you should already be eligible to participate. We're going to keep it nice and clean, easy peasy right here. And we're just going to use this xpicker.com, very generic. We're going to put the tweet URL here. We're going to choose the likes to give the most people the chance to participate right here. And then we're just going to pick a winner, guys. Easy peasy. Integrity and transparency at its finest. Here we go. We're going to pick a winner. Good luck to each and every one of you guys. Let's see who's going to win this Draco Tail decor. All right. Right here, searching for a winner. And right here. Let's see. Boom. Okay, so it says Aries. I'm gonna definitely reach out to Aries, you know, via X. And again, if this is a bot, you know, or AI or whatever, we're gonna re-roll it back again. But if not, I'm gonna definitely reach out after this market watch to send them, you know, their Draco Tail decor. And if not, we would re-roll as we've done in the past with all our other past giveaways for the last couple of years. So right now, congrats to Aries or Aries. I'm bad with names, guys. And again, stay tuned. If you didn't win this giveaway, our next giveaway will be this rescue rabbit, the football one, guys. So we're actually gonna make this post right after you know, this market watch, so you can participate again. We're gonna continue to make these giveaways, guys. You don't want to miss out. You know, we're gonna ship this next week. We're gonna be selecting our giveaway winner, so you definitely want to stay tuned. No better time to subscribe than right now, so that you can stay tuned for all our giveaways, because the next winner may be you. Guys, if you made it this far out into the video, make sure you subscribe, ring that bell, like the video on the way out. Would gladly appreciate it. Share this in one place in a group chat with some friends. It really does go a long way. Guys, thank you so much for your time, for your support, and for your attention. Stay fresh. Yeah.